video like this previously, and I will link it. Hopefully I will remember to link it right here somewhere. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you what I have. Some of them are empty, and most of them are not. And I am going to be chewing extra spearmint. So let's start with that one. Extra long-lasting flavor. This one is definitely like a classic. It's true what they say, the flavor does last. And it's a really pleasant mint flavor. Not cold at all. So I definitely enjoy this, and it's a good gum to keep in your purse because it will freshen your breath. And sometimes I feel like it gives me a little kick of energy, just from the mintiness. But that's really just all in my head. Okay. Let's go through all the extras to start with. Should I keep them like, you know what, I won't move them away. Okay, here's the mint chocolate chip. This one is a fan favorite. People always want to know where they can get it. And you can definitely get it at Walmart and many other places. But I can't ever say for certain, if they'll have it in your area. But anyway, it's just kind of a mild, very, very mild minty gum with a, chocolate-ish flavored undertone. It's definitely very nice. Not as flavorful as the spearmint. Not as strong as a taste. But it also lasts, just like they say. And by the way, the extra gums are sugar-free, which is terrific. Okay, and the third and last extra is cinnamon. This is also a pleasant flavor. It's really not spicy, not at all. It's a very nice, sweet taste. I would say the flavor doesn't last as long as the other ones. And I feel like after a while, it kind of gives my tongue like a tingly-ish feeling. But it's not that big of a deal. So I do like it. Okay. Bubble Yum. This is empty, but I actually have another pack that is partially empty. So anyway, this is the original flavor. And it has the picture of a duck bursting through a bubble. This is one of my favorites. Loaded with sugar or corn syrup or whatever. Very soft, blows really nice bubbles. The flavor lasts a while. And I have nothing bad to has a big makeup bag full of gum. Maybe. Okay. Next, I'm going to show you this Christmas time Gumball. It was a pack of 3, and I chewed one of them in a video. And you may or may not know by looking, but it is huge, okay? Huge. It's basically the size of a golf ball. And I'm pretty sure you could play golf with it. Unless it falls in a puddle. But, yeah. This one gets a big thumbs down. It should have a warning label. And actually it shouldn't exist. First of all, it can hardly fit in a person's mouth. Okay, I fit the whole thing in my mouth. I'll try to link the video here if I remember. So I tried to fit it in my mouth. It fit in, but there wasn't really any more room in my mouth to maneuver it around. You know, it was pretty much, it filled up my whole mouth. So a few moments later, I had to spit it back out. I tried to bite into it. It is hard as a rock. I paused the video. I went downstairs. I got out a cutting board and a giant cleaver. And I feared that I might cut off my finger in the process. Because it was roly-poly, it would not stay still, you know, to cut it. I couldn't get the knife into it. I started hitting it with the back handle, hoping it would break. It wouldn't break. So finally I placed it into like a mushed up dish towel so it wouldn't roll away. And I just forced that knife into it little by little. And it broke. Okay. And then once it was broken open, the white part inside was a little easier to cut. So I cut it again. So I had 4 pieces and I was able to chew it at that point. But that's really, I'm sure, not what they intend for you to have to go through. And I did wind up cutting up another one shortly after that because I did like the taste, but then I said, forget about it, we're done with this. And after this video, I think I'll throw it away. That was a long story. Okay. Here is the Hubba Bubba Bubble Tape Awesome Original 6 feet of fun. This is very popular and I feel like people like to see it. One of my most popular videos of all time is me taste testing 3 of these. I have no idea why it's so popular, but it is. So, yeah. Anyway, this is good, but it does tend to get a little bit rubbery. Not terribly rubbery, but a little bit, so it's not, I wouldn't put it at the top of my list. But I think it's fun for role plays. Okay, where was this? Oops. This is actually a really tasty gum. It's little pieces wrapped up pretty fancy. With a cute little package. It's like an envelope. But I can't do it. Nope. Anyway, it says it has with micro candies. And they're not lying. There are micro candies in the middle, and they are really good. But of course, once you've bitten through them, they go away, and then it's just a basic, blue raspberry sugar-free gum, which is good. Okay, Ice Cubes Spearmint. This is probably my favorite of all sugar-free gums. The taste, that is. Like, I'm sure you've seen it before, it's shaped like, it looks exactly like that, basically. A little cube that's got little sugary crystals on the outside, but they're not sugar because it's sugar-free. And it has a really nice taste when you bite into it. Really nice. It kind of triggers like a binge feeling for me. Like, if I get a taste that I really like, I'm like, oh, I want to have a ton and just keep eating it forever, So it gives me that sensation. But I don't do that. Because it has this really bad sugar alcohol stuff that you're not supposed to have too much of. Let's see. Sugar alcohol 2 grams per piece. So I would typically have 2 pieces at a time. You don't want to go overboard with it. Helps prevent cavities when chewed for 20 minutes after eating. Oh, that's good to know. Container not made with BPA. Okay. Alright. Oh, and this also, it remains pretty soft, and you can easily blow bubbles with it. I mean, not massive bubbles. It is not bubble gum, but it definitely allows you to blow nice bubbles. Okay, and the Ice Cubes Arctic Grape are nice as well. This one is empty. It's a nice fruity flavor. I like it a lot, but I don't feel the same way about it as, like this, the green one here. I'm like, oh, yum, when I put it in my mouth. This one, I'm just like, oh, that's good. You know what I mean? Does anyone use the things on top? There's 2 different openings. One says 1 and one says many. chewing tobacco, because all the ball players used to do chewing tobacco. So I don't know if it was supposed to help them quit, because I don't think so. I'm just like totally off the top of my head telling you this. This isn't like the history of it. But I believe that it was just for kids to act like they were ball players, chewing tobacco in their mouth, but they were putting gum in their mouth. I mean, if I've got the story wrong, please tell me. That's just my perception of probably what it would be. Okay. Now this one, I in fact just did a magazine flip through with this. You may or may not have seen it yet. It was a really long magazine. By the way, this is the Slammin' Strawberry. And there's still plenty in here. But anyway, you know, it tastes like your typical strawberry gum, but after probably maybe 20 minutes, it was like chewing a rubber ball, like for real. And it had zero taste left in it, zero, okay? By the time I spit it out, which was probably an hour of chewing, it wasn't even sticky. Like, I went into the bathroom to get a piece of toilet paper to wrap it in so I could throw it out. It wouldn't even stick to the toilet paper. It was just like a ball of dry rubber. I don't know why that is. Like, why are the different flavors different from each other? So I wouldn't buy this one again. But it's probably fine if you just chew it for 10 minutes, you know. And this one, if you saw me taste it in the taste test video, this is the hot chocolate one that they only had at Christmas time. It was really, like a really fun flavor and tasted like brownies, which is nice for a change. So if I see this again next Christmas, I'll get another pouch of it. I'm not saying that I would go out and buy a case, you know, but I would buy another pouch. And there still is a little bit in here, but it's probably pretty dry. Okay. This one is sugar-free spearmint from Lidl supermarket. Lidl. It's a German supermarket that we have, similar to Aldi or Aldi or whatever. So this is their brand of gum, and I'll show you what it looks like. Like that. And when you first put this in your mouth, it's one of those super minty gums. But then, like, within 5 seconds, it stops being that way, and it's fine. And it came with a lot, 45 pieces. And I usually chew 2 of them at a time. They also have this in a few other flavors. I think one of them I had was either, like, mixed berry or strawberry or something that I liked better than this one. I think I bought at the same time, but this one is still around. It's pretty cheap too. It was like $1.99 for the 45 pieces. And if you know, like these ones, this is 40 pieces, and this is usually about $4. But this is not a name brand. Okay. This one, Trident Splash. So, what does this say over here? Illustration. I can't tell you for sure if it has a liquid burst or whatever. I mean, they show it in the picture, but I can't remember if this was the one that I said they were lying that, you know, in the picture. I can't remember. Chewing a Trident after eating and drinking cleans teeth. So they're not as specific as the other And they sell this at the Dollar Tree for $1. 15 pieces. And it's got like a nice crunchy shell. Also, I would chew 2 pieces of this. This has 1 gram of sugar alcohol per piece. The other one had 2. But yeah, you have to watch out with those sugar alcohols because they can give you a pretty bad stomachache. Like if you buy sugar-free candy, that's worse than gum. Like if you buy sugar-free chocolate, like a chocolate bar, there could be a lot of sugar alcohol in there. So, just letting you know that. Sometimes it will say excess consumption can have a laxative effect. If it says that, take them seriously. Because they ain't fooling. Okay. We're almost done. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Alright, the Mentos. So this one, these are sugar-free. Mentos Pure Fresh Grape Medley. So it's empty. And it comes with a purple one and a green one. But they taste exactly the same, unfortunately. But I kind of assumed that they would. I'm looking to see if it's recyclable. No, it's a number 5. I'm sure you can't see that. So, the Mentos gums I wasn't in love with, I have to say. They were okay, but they just weren't, they weren't great, let's just say. Nothing to write home about. And this one I actually liked less. It's also empty. This was Bubble Fresh Cotton Candy. And it had a pink and a blue. Also taste the same. I'm trying to read the nutrition. That's written in white, which is not good for me. Okay, sugar alcohol 1.5 gram per piece. Alright, anyway. This one, it's supposed to be cotton candy. It tastes 0% like cotton candy. 0. I do not know who in their right mind would say it tastes like cotton candy. Sorry if you think so, okay? No offense. It just tastes like bubble gum. And it's bubble fresh cotton candy, so it's a minty bubble gum. Like a cooling bubble gum. And I don't particularly enjoy that. But I did chew up the whole thing anyway. Because it did have a nice, thick candy crunch on the outside. So, yeah. And there were 45 pieces in here. These also are usually around $4 each. Is that everything? Oh, I also have over here on the side the Lucky Lights, the bubblegum cigarettes. I don't chew these at all. They don't go anywhere. They're still in here. I use them as props. I said that in the last gum collection, I'm pretty sure. Because they're terrible as gum. They're just horrible gum. But they're good as a prop. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So, I'll keep them around for as long as I can. Until they start to get moldy or something. That would be these are made in R. Period Macedonia. What does the R stand for? That's weird.